Yo, what's up with y'all? Your boy is back with another banging episode of Rant with your boy African King Darius. What's up, people? So look, I did a pre-episode earlier just to give you guys a whole idea behind what today's episode is going to be about. So with that said, I'm just going to jump right into it. So, as you guys know, I'm not a very political person, but when it comes to something that's the matter of the heart, I really do have a tendency to want to talk about it. But I'm not really going to talk about that today. More or less, I want to just briefly ask you guys a question. So I was having a really in-depth conversation today with somebody, and this person happened to ask me, are all blacks the same? And I didn't necessarily know how to respond, but I went with my gut instinct on it, and I said, ultimately, no, not all blacks are the same. And I want to explain why I arrived at that decision. See, I have a couple of cousins that are Jamaican, and that means I have Jamaican in my family. So, if anybody knows about Jamaicans, you know, unlike us blacks here in America, they do things very differently, okay? The thing is, when you stop and look at and think about what is black, you don't get just people who are born in America whose skin is dark or brown, okay? You don't just get that. You have to include, the Brazilians. You have to include the Jamaicans. You have to include the Africans. You have to include those from Nigeria, the Egyptians. You have to include those people because at the end of the day, their skin complexion is the same thing as ours. But I have been learning over the years that just because our skin looks the same does not mean we're the same. So when I answered that person, I did tell them no, we're not, because I happened to stop and think about some of my Jamaican cousins and how they do things back home in Jamaica, and it's not the same way that we do things here in Maryland. Okay, we're not exactly 100% the same. There are people who do things differently than we do, whose skin is the same complexion as ours. So do we hold them to the same degree and the same standard as saying that they're black? Doing. Because at the end of the day, they would disagree with you and say something differently. Just saying. I don't consider myself the definition that is attributed to what is black today. Most people believe that blacks today are people who listen to hip hop, people who like to eat watermelon, people who like to eat fried chicken, people who like to, go to the club, people who wear fronts in their mouth, people who wear their pants below their waist, people who wear Timberlands all season, people who talk with a certain type of slur, people who hang out late at night, people who smoke weed, people who know someone that's gone to prison, people who live in the ghetto, all of that. All of that is the definition of what is black today. And the only reason I say that that's what it is because there are a lot of people today who will sit there and say, oh, that person not black. Sorry about that. I got an email on my phone. Oh, that person's not black because of the simple fact that he don't eat watermelon, or he don't like fried chicken, or he don't listen to Jay-Z. That's what everyone else has told me is the definition of black. I don't think that plays a part in it. But that is part of our culture, and if that's part of our culture, then that means that's what it means to be black. So the thing is, none of those boxes check off for me. Okay, I am not that interested in eating watermelon. I love pineapples. I love strawberries. I love blueberries. I love blackberries, and I love kiwi. I love all those things that are really, 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 really good to eat. But I'm not really that big on watermelon. Okay, I'll get watermelon flavored drinks, but I will not actually eat the actual fruit. Okay. My favorite fruit of all time, though, will always be kiwi. I love that. All right, so I don't always eat fried chicken. I cannot have fried foods. Okay, fried foods make me sick on the stomach. I cannot have fried foods. I can't have fried fish. I can't have fried tilapia. Fried nothing. Fried salmon, can't have it. It makes me sick to my stomach. Okay, I'm a vegetarian, so I don't really eat a lot of meat in the first place. I don't like to go to the club. I don't like being in anywhere that smells like 1,000 asses. I don't want to be anywhere where you can literally see the stench of someone's booty. I don't like seeing that. I shouldn't be seeing a green fog around you while you dancing. That's atrocious. I don't like going places where women wear dresses up so daggone high they might as well be ass naked. I mean, that's the only thing I can say they might as well do. So yeah, no, I'm good. I don't like wearing fronts in my mouth. My teeth already hurt as it is, so I'm not gonna do that. I don't like listening to hip hop. I barely understand a lot of what's happening in hip hop now as it is. Now, these are the things I like listening to. I like listening to country. I like listening to country. I like listening to rock and roll. I like listening to heavy metal. I like listening to gospel. I like listening to, original hip hop, and I mean the stuff by Run DMC, LL Cool J and the crew. I like listening to stuff like that. Hits and oldies. You can straight up give me some Earth, Wind and Fire. You can straight up give me some, some the OJs. You can give me them. You can give me the Temptations. You can give me Slick Rick. I'll listen to him. I love listening to old school music. Okay, you can give me, them any day. I listen to them because I love old school music. I love soul music. Okay, so that means I like listening to some, give me James Brown any day, brother. I listen to James Brown. I like listening to classical music, jazz, R&B. I like listening to, pretty much any type of music. I love reading books. I like mystery novels. I like pretty much like I love listening to like mystery novel. I love listening to and reading mystery novels. I love romance novels. I love thrillers. I definitely love children's books because I'm currently writing some myself. So my whole point is, and I don't mean to be dragging on. My whole point is there are a lot of things that I don't like. I like wearing all black, and I like being goth. I like wearing chains. I like them. They to me they look cool on me. I like, those are things I really thoroughly enjoy. But if I go and do that, then guess what? And I got people telling me I'm not black. I'm being a white boy. So, like I said, I'm not going to spend too long on this topic because I told you guys I'm not really talking about stuff like that no more. But like I said, so my thing is, my answer to that question, no, all of us blacks are not the same. Jamaicans handle things a lot differently. Now, I want to get to the main point of this conversation. I was watching an episode of a show called Bob Hart's Abishola, and you guys should check it out. It comes on Channel 13, CBS, and it comes on Mondays at 8:30 p.m. So check it out. It's a really good show. My entire thing is, In that episode, Abishola had a friend, a co-worker, to whom she was talking to, and her co-worker was trying to get into medical school. Her co-worker got into medical school but wasn't able to actually start her very first official job as a doctor. You find out later on in the episode she wasn't able to start it because in Detroit, people started leaving and the hospital lost funding and it ended up closing its doors. So, Abishola took it upon herself to try to be who she is. She's from Nigeria, so she's Nigerian. And the thing is, she was trying to tell her and get her to understand, her coworker to understand, the Nigerians push themselves more than the Americans do, and they actually get the job done. Now, that's where I'm going to stop it, because altogether, most people would try to say that Abishola was being rude with what she was saying. I disagree. And I do concur with Abishola. And the reason I say that is because at the end, she told Abishola the reason why she feels so, that the woman told Abishola why she feels so accomplished is because she paved the way for other black people. Abishola shook her head and just said yes. I had to disagree there. See, I want to make this disclaimer. My black is not your black. Okay? My black is not your black. We are two completely different people. Okay? And people are going to see that in the world, and we will be treated differently because we are two different people. I am not the same as you. Okay? I can get up in the morning, put my pants on one leg at a time, and put my shoes on and then my shirt, and then get up out of here and go to work and bust my tail. I can do that. Most other people don't have the ability to do that. So does that make us the same? No, it doesn't. They don't have an income coming in other than money coming in from unemployment. I go to work and I actually have my money coming in because I'm working hard for it. So, sorry about that, y'all. Like I said, I'm also waiting on I'm been waiting on some emails and I'm getting them while I'm doing this. I apologize for that. So like I said, we are not the same, man. I mean, like, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm a type of person where I like to play video games. I'm a kid at heart. I'm 32 years old, still playing video games. I like to, ride a bike. I used to skateboard. I like to go swimming. I like to be active and do things. I don't play basketball. You're not going to catch me throwing the football around. You're not going to catch me hitting a baseball with a bat. I'll hit somebody with a bat, but not a baseball. You're not going to see me, doing stuff like that. I don't enjoy doing those things. There's not really anything about sports except for football when I watch it that I actually like. I don't like the NBA. I don't like MLB. I don't like NHL. I like golf. NFL and golf are the only two sports I watch. And the Olympics, of course. But those are the things I like, and they are things that some other people might not necessarily like. And that's what I'm saying. We are all different. We are not the same. All of us have characteristics about us that make us different and makes us special. So we cannot consider ourselves the same and group all ourselves together and say all of us will experience racism. All of us will experience being mistreated by a cop, because I have not. For 32 years on this earth, I've never been mistreated by a cop, period. Never, ever. As a matter of fact, I recall an incident when I was back in high school about my 11th grade year, right? I was supposed to actually be out and graduated already. But it was my 11th grade year. And I remember I was hanging out with two of my friends, right? Who will remain nameless. We were going out to the mall. And as we were going out to the mall, right? The thing is, I happened to have some alcohol in my bag. I was not 21. So having the alcohol on me would be counted as a misdemeanor. So I could have caught a misdemeanor charge, but I didn't. We're sitting up there at the mall. While we were walking, I put down some. I had some matches because we were also smoking. I had some matches in my bag, and I had set a couple blades of grass on fire. And when I set those blades of grass on fire while I was walking, all of a sudden, while we're getting up there close to the mall, we get pulled over by the cops. Now I'm sitting here saying to myself, oh shoot, a black person getting pulled over by the cops. Oh God, man, I'm straight up dead. That's the first thing I thought back when I was in my supposed to be 4th year, but 3rd year of high school. I thought, man, I'm dead. But it was like me and another friend that was also black, and there was another friend that was white. So the cops come over there, and he starts talking to them. How you doing today, officers? And the officers were talking to him like, And then my other friend tell him, yeah, we about to go up there to the mall and go mac with some chicks. Right? And the officer was like, yeah, man, it's slim pickings when y'all get up there. Not a lot of the cute girls are out right now. And he said, but we'll try to catch a couple of them. He said, y'all in college? And we just there lied and said, yeah, we in college. I, of course, looked like I belonged in college, and I was old enough to be in college. So they said, okay, because I was the only one out of them that actually had an ID, an 18-year-old ID, So he asked us for ID. I give it to him. The lady never called back. She didn't say that we matched the description, and everything like that. And, so what ended up happening is, the officer ends up letting us go and says she never got back to me. I'm not going to hold you guys up. I don't want y'all to miss them chicks and anything like that. You guys have a good day. And we walked right inside the mall like it was nothing. I ain't get shot, I ain't get stabbed, I ain't get tasered, I ain't get maced, I ain't get drop kicked, I ain't get double elbow, I ain't get double X handle, I didn't get aerial kicked, I didn't get, Falcon kick, I didn't get that, nobody straight up gave me the Mario punch, nobody gave me that. I did not get Mortal Kombat TKO, okay? What I got was a see you later. And for some people, that's odd. For some people, that's odd. Because, all right, I should have been shot dead because I was black. But I'm not that. See, as I said, my skin complexion is not the same as yours. It's not. Just because you choose to group everybody together doesn't mean that everyone's going to stand together in that same group. I see myself as being different than everybody else. I don't see myself as being the same. So, I don't know what more to say. All I can say is I'm different. I have not gone through the same things that y'all have gone through. And a lot of people, especially a certain someone whom I know, talks a lot about politics and talks about a lot about what black people are going through. And he himself has been called by other people a white boy. And you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking directly to you. And you know who you are. He has been called a white boy by others. Even to this day, he still talks. Even in his videos. You can let him talk and then let another black person talk and he sounds nothing like them. He sounds nothing like them. Why? Because everyone says he sounds white. He acts white. Oh, you're a white boy. Because a lot of the things that are black, he's not into. What is one person's definition of what is black is another person's definition of what is not black. Okay? We can't just keep coming up with this definition and expect everybody to adhere to those standards of what is considered black. Because I refuse to like fried chicken, watermelon, and all that other stuff. I refuse to like all that stuff. I don't like grape soda. It makes my stomach hurt. I don't always drink Kool-Aid. I'm a diabetic. I can't have it. So understand, man. We're two different people. Nigerians ain't nothing like us. Africans ain't nothing like us. You go over there to those countries, I'm telling you, man, over here in this country, there's two shades a doctor will be. Nigerian or white. That's the only two you have. Nigerian or white. And you know that. So let's stop grouping ourselves together, because they're going to group us together as being all ignorant. I don't want to be that. I'd rather be myself. You know? Alright, y'all. Well, your boy is going to go ahead and hit up out here, hit these streets, shorty. You know, got things to do. You know, gonna have some fun with the kiddos. I'll check y'all later. And remember, we are unique because God made us unique, man. One and all. He shaped us all to be different. Nobody in this world is exactly the same. You may find somebody who may have the same characteristics as you and similarities as you, but trust me, even they have their own differences. We are all unique and blessings from God Himself. Okay? Now, He made us to be that way. So we need to accept each other's differences and accept each other's shortcomings and the things that make us different. Because guess what? At the end of the day, we're all children of God. Blessings to each and every one of y'all. Deuces.